Hello guys, welcome to Dance IT Network. And for today's video is we will discuss about hub versus the switch. Okay, so as you see on this hub, there are three computers connected to this device, which is the hub. And same as on this switch, there are three computers connected to the switch. Okay, so what is the difference on these two? Well, on this hub, this operates on a layer one, okay, OSI model. Wherein in layer one, okay, it simply receives data packets from one device and broadcasts them all to the other devices connected to the hub. So what do I mean by that? Meaning, let's say for example, if this computer wants to communicate to this computer, what will this hub do is it will send the data to all of the computers that are connected to this hub. Okay, so even if it's not for them, okay, the data will be sent to them. All right, but for those computers who are not intended to receive the data from this computer, of course, the data will be rejected. But what I'm trying to tell is the hub is sending the data, the packets, to all of the computers that are connected to its interface, even if it's not for them. And that is not good. All right. Okay, so let's move on the switch. Well, while on the switch, okay, this switch it operates on the layer 2, which is the data link, okay, of the OSI model. It forwards data packets between devices based on their MAC address. Okay, so what do I mean by based on their MAC address? Well, um, let's say for example, if this computer wants to communicate on this computer, okay, well, what will the switch do is it will record and register its MAC address, and this switch will create a dedicated connection between from the sender and the receiver, okay, allowing them for simultaneous communication between multiple devices without interference. All right, that's the good about the switch. And other thing is this switch, it will also create a one collision domain if this computer wants to communicate on this computer. So now let's talk about collision domain. Okay, so what is a collision domain? Well, collision domain, it is a network where one computer communicates to the other device or devices by simply sending and receiving a data. Of course, it's simple, right? So on this switch, it can create a multiple collision domain. It can create one collision domain in here. And if this PC wants to communicate with this PC, it will create another collision domain, and this PC to this PC, and another collision domain. So good thing about it is they can communicate simultaneously, all right, with no interference. While on this hub is it has only a one collision domain, okay, and that is not good. Let's say for example, if this PC wants to communicate on this PC, then of course the hub will send the information to all of the computers that are connected. What if we have a lot of computers connected to this hub? So since it has only a one collision domain, then it will happen one at a time. It cannot be happen like simultaneously because it has only one collision domain. Unlike here on switch is it can create multiple collision domain. That is why communication on the network can happen simultaneously. While in here, okay, again, it has only one collision domain, and the flow of the network is one at a time. Okay, so the worst thing that can happen is it will affect the performance on this network. Okay, hubs have a lower performance compared to switch because they operate again a one collision domain, which it can lead to potential collisions and slower data transfer rate. Okay, and good thing about the switch, its performance is it offers a better performance compared to hubs because they create a separate collision domains for each port. Okay, so these are the port, this is another port, and this is another port. Okay, this means that device can connect to a switch, can communicate simultaneously without collision. Okay, and other thing that is important in comparison between hub and the switch. Okay? So on this switch is switches are typically more um, well, what can I say? On this one, well, switch is a bit more expensive, okay, than the hubs due to their advanced functionality and better performance. While the hub is are generally cheaper than the switches because they are simpler device and have fewer features. So I can say that's one advantage of hub is cheaper. But when it comes to performance, well, it's disadvantage. Okay, all right. And good thing about the switch is these are commonly used in modern networks due to their superior performance and ability to handle multiple networks simultaneously. Okay, so you can use in a large company, okay, and in a wide area network. Okay, mostly they use a switch instead of a hub. And this hub, okay, um, because this hub these are considered outdated and they are rarely used in modern networks. They are mostly found in legacy systems or in scenarios wherein the cost is a major consideration. Like if the company has a low budget, all right, yeah, um, they will just purchase a cheaper one. But right when it comes to the network performance, all right, well, it's not gonna work that good. Okay.